What's up, YouTube friends? My name is Danny Jones, and welcome to Jones Vibes.
Jones Vibes.
First and foremost, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and if you enjoy it, please go ahead and hit that Fiji button, like button, and then go ahead and hit subscribe as well as hit that notification bell. That'll keep you up to date when I make more content. And today we're talking about Bullet Train, directed by David Leitch, if I'm saying that right, whose other work includes Deadpool 2 and Atomic Blonde, if you saw it. Not a bad movie, and Bullet Train is freaking awesome. It is, and I don't care what anybody says. This movie is one hell of a ride, no pun, and I'm stoked to dig into it. But before I do, I want to just let you know this is a spoiler-free discussion. So if you haven't seen the movie, don't worry about it, and if you have seen the movie, please go ahead and let me know down in the comments and let me know what you thought. I mainly just want to break down this movie and this cast, as well as talk about why you should go see it. Because to start, I just want to say that this is probably the best action comedy of the year, if not in the last while. It's the funniest experience that I've had in a movie theater in quite some time. And I was talking about this with somebody the other day, but it just kind of feels like comedies have been few and far in between these days. Like, obviously, Marvel movies are pretty funny, but they're a whole different genre, they're superhero films. And I'm mainly just referring to, like, action comedies, They just don't make them like they used to. And maybe that's a sign that I'm just getting older, so. But movies like Rush Hour and Lethal Weapon, just good old-fashioned fun. And this movie was that for me. It's a bit more gory and brutal than those, and personally, I loved that. But for some reason, it brought back a lot of nostalgia of a lot of the movies that I watched growing up. And I'm sure it helps that the cast is just absolutely stacked, starting with none other than Mr. Brad Pitt. He's a Hollywood legend at this point, and I think that this film is almost a testament to him. The only reason why I went to it was because I knew that he was starring in it. Like, I had seen the trailer and it looked pretty fun, but I was like, well, it's a Brad Pitt movie, so gotta see it. And he didn't disappoint. Like, his character was so funny, kind of continuing on from that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood feel. He's this unlucky kind of, assassin or mission man who is down on his luck and working on being positive. He's seeing a therapist, which he talks openly about, and the way that they utilize just luck and then the dialogue surrounding his inner turmoil was just priceless. Like, it was so good. And then there were so many other characters. I'm definitely going to leave out a few of, like, the special cameos, because there's more than a few cameos in this that are hilarious. But a couple of the main players, we had Aaron Taylor Johnson and Brian Tyree Henry, and they play Tangerine and Lemon, and I just have to say, these guys were operating at such a high level. They both had a lot more screen time than I was thinking going in, which was a pleasant surprise. But their sense of humor together and their, like, camaraderie, as well as this brotherly relationship that they had, it actually ended up kind of getting me in my heartstrings. Also, Lemon's obsession with Thomas the Tank Engine was just amazing. Also because, I'm kind of a fan still, Thomas the Tank. But the other notables that maybe you saw in the trailer, we had Joey King as Prince, who is a heck of a lot tougher than she might put off. And her story arc was actually really intriguing. I dug it. But then we had Bad Bunny, and he played the wolf. And this was actually my introduction to Bad Bunny. I've only met the Easter Bunny, so he was hilarious. I thought his character, at least the writing behind it, was hilarious, and he did a great job. He's been on, like, a massive come-up lately. I will admit that I don't know enough about Bad Bunny, as maybe I should, but I enjoyed his performance. But then we also had Zazie Beetz, and she plays the Hornet. And after Deadpool 2, her playing Domino was awesome. Then seeing her in Joker, like, I don't know, you could put her in anything, and I'm happy to see her. She's such a good actress. But one of the guys I really wanted to get to was Michael Shannon as the White Death. And I think I just need to admit that he's one of my favorite actors of all time. He's almost like Paul Bettany, where he just gives 110%, no matter what. Just over the top, let's go. And his character was so not him, but if this makes sense, it was also so him. And I just loved it. But finally, we have Andrew Koji, and he played Chimera, and he was great. He also looks a lot like Robert Pattinson, so that was interesting. But his dad, the elder, is played by none other than Hiroyuki Sanada. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong, but Scorpion himself. My wife was looking for our seats in the theater and I said, hey, get over here. Mortal Kombat. But he gave a hell of a performance. He really did. And he adds to this ensemble so much. But anyway, yeah, this plot, it was pretty insane. And there's just a lot going on. But as far as connecting the dots, I feel like they pulled it off really well. It felt pretty carefully planned out and nothing really felt out of place. In a way, there's almost this whodunit kind of vibe to it, as well as this lucky and unlucky kind of coming together plot thread. Like, what is fate? What is luck? And I really dug that. And Brad Pitt works so well with every single character. And just the fact that this is all taking place on a bullet train in different cars, and each car has its own different atmosphere. Like, it was so creative. And then there was this funny mascot that keeps popping up, and you have all of these little polite action sequences, like they're fighting and somebody like shushes them and they're like, oh, sorry. Or they're fighting around like some of the workers, and the workers are just kind of carrying on with their duties. Like, I thought that was just so funny and so creative. There's also a couple scenes with some like underground gang members, and the gang members really have that like almost like straight out of an anime feel, or I even got like Kill Bill vibes, like the slow panning shots of all the members. There's always that guy who has something on his shoulders, like, it was just so cool. And like I was mentioning earlier, they don't make movies like this anymore. And it was just a nice surprise to sit and experience this and laugh and cheer, and I even teared up. Like, it was a really, really great time. And also a perfect way to start kind of the closeout of the summer movie season. As for the vibes of the film, it definitely passed my vibe check. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars, no doubt. And hell, I mean, why not give us like a spin-off, kind of like Knives Out is doing with Daniel Craig, but with Brad Pitt, and he goes on a different mission with a stacked all-star cast. I feel like every single movie would be so enjoyable. Might be something for them to think about. That would be awesome. But yeah, please, if you did see it, let me know what you thought down in the comments. And if you haven't seen it, did this review make you want to see it any more or less? Please let me know. I certainly hope that I inspired you a little bit to go give it a watch. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and click the like button for me right now. That helps me get seen by more people just like you on YouTube, and I would really appreciate it. As well as, if you want to join the Jones Vibes community, go ahead and hit subscribe. It'd be awesome if you came back and gave me your thoughts and started some dialogue. And if you ever want to reach out, you can also do that on social media. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Jones Vibes Only. And yeah, that was Bullet Train. As always, I hope you all are safe, happy, and healthy, and I will see you next time.
Jones Vibes.